I'm going to let you in on a little secret when it comes to working in professional kitchens. The reason why everything tastes so good is because of beautiful butter. We use a lot of it, and that is one of the perks. But I'm going to show you how to take butter to the next level. We use compound butters a lot in the restaurant kitchen, and I'm going to show you 3 of my favorites. 3 amazing flavor profiles in these butters that you can serve at the start with your bread, or you can cook it in your scallops, your fish, whatever dish you want to start it with, or even finish a dish with a lovely bit of this butter on top. So stay tuned, my friends. I'm going to show you 3 of my favorite compound butters. Oh yeah, it's butter, baby.
Now for each one of these butters, we're going to use 250 grams of unsalted room temperature butter. You'll be able to put your finger in it like that. Cut each one up and set it aside. Oh yeah, let's play some Jenga. Butter Jenga, baby. So the first butter we're going to make is the roast chicken butter. Absolutely fabulous. You'll need a baking tray with a silpat. Lay your chicken skins flat. It doesn't matter if they overlap slightly. You don't even have to scrape them. Fantastic. Put a sheet of parchment paper over the top. Put a baking sheet on top to keep it flat. Bake it in a 400 Fahrenheit oven for about 10 to 15 minutes until golden brown and crispy like this. Oh yeah. Sometimes they overlap like this and you can make a nice moustache for yourself and look like Dr. Robotnik. Oh, I remember those days. Now save some of that chicken fat. That is gold. All of it. Look at the snap and crunch on that chicken skin. Absolutely delicious. While it's warm, give it a nice generous seasoning with salt. Now get your butter in the bowl of a stand mixer. And then we're going to add in 2 tablespoons of thyme leaf. Very nice indeed. And the zest of a whole lemon. This will give a nice bit of acidity to cut through the fat. Generous pinching of salt and pepper. And then start putting in some of that chicken skin. Not all of it, save a little bit for garnish. And then we're going to put some of the chicken fat or the schmaltz in as well. Get your paddle attachment on eventually. Blend this all together on about a medium speed for about 4 to 5 minutes until it's all nicely incorporated and looks like this. Now you've got some options. Put it into a container like this and keep it in the fridge. And when you want to serve it, make a lovely rocher like this. Get a spoon, make sure it's hot, dip in some water away from you towards, and get it on a plate and you can serve that at your next dinner party. Garnish this with some nice crispy chicken skin and some thyme leaves. Now we're going to make that butter at the back. We're going to make a garlic parsley butter, but we want some garlic confit because we don't want the garlic to be too aggressive. So basically you're going to just separate, peel and trim 3 heads of garlic, get it into a pan, cover it with some extra virgin olive oil, stick in a bay leaf, and we're gently going to put this on the stove. Let it tick away for about 30 minutes or so. You don't want to boil it at all. If it boils, take it off the heat and put it back on. It should be done when it's nice and soft, like that. Now you can take out a head of garlic into a separate container, pour the rest into a container, keep that in your fridge, very nice. And we're going to save a little bit of that confit oil as well. You're going to need 60 grams of capers, make sure they don't run off the board, lightly chop them up, nothing crazy, and then squeeze over about half a lemon to start with. We can add more later. Now I've got 50 grams of parsley leaves. This is that curly parsley. I washed it, dried it, chop it up quite finely if you can. Once you get it to that, use the back of the knife to get it all into the middle so you don't blunt your knife. Set that aside, butter in the bowl of the stand mixer again, and then start adding everything in. First the garlic, then we're going to add in the capers, the lemon juice, and a nice bit of salt and pepper. But this time what we're going to do is we're going to let this go for a minute or 2 first to incorporate. Then we are going to add in our parsley. We don't want to add it in right from the start because I want these flavors to mix in first. So get that lovely chopped up parsley, get it in, mix it in for another minute or 2. And then it's important that you taste this butter and make any adjustments. It might need a bit more garlic. So I'm going to add a bit more of that confit garlic oil and a little bit more lemon juice. I'll try to get it in the bowl. I'm not quite sure why I put it all over the counter. Okay, once that's all mixed in, same thing as before. Put it into a container, set it in your fridge, or make some lovely rochers like this. Spoon away from you and then towards you. It's important that the spoon is warm when you do this. That gives you a beautiful rocher like this, not to be confused with a quenelle. Beautiful presentation indeed. You can also freeze all your butter, put it in some cling film or parchment paper and just roll it into a log like this. What you're going to do is tuck it in, roll the sides, just pinch out the cling film there and then keep rolling it. Now when the butter is a bit too soft like this, put it in the fridge for 5 to 10 minutes, take it out and it's more pliable. Keep going until you've got the shape you want and it's nice and tight on the edges. You don't have to tie it. Tuck it in, put it into a Ziploc bag, label it up, and then you've got your lovely butter in the freezer for whenever you need it. Now we're going to make this beautiful spiced butter. You need a teaspoon of ground cumin, a tablespoon of coriander powder, half a tablespoon of turmeric, a tablespoon of curry powder, a teaspoon of red chili powder, a teaspoon of mango powder, half a tablespoon of fenugreek powder, half a tablespoon of garam masala, and a heaped tablespoon of kasuri methi. Whew, okay, that was a lot of spices. Now get your butter in the bowl of a stand mixer, nice pinch of salt, and then just add all those spices in. You're going to get the paddle attachment on again, and you're just going to blitz everything up for about 3 to 5 minutes until it's nice, smooth, and incorporated. I wish you could smell this. This butter is amazing. You can do really nice rochets with this butter because it's nice and smooth. Look at that. Nice, glistening, and absolutely beautiful. Get that on a plate. Marvel at your beautiful rocher, and there's only one thing to do. Get a bit of toast and start tasting these butters. You can cook with these as well, of course, but we're going to do a little taste test. Look at that. Compound butters, my friend. Time to level up your game.
Let's go straight in with the spicy one. Well, I say spicy. Indian spice butter. All those spices are layered up. Oh, right at the end, you get a bit of heat. That's a banger. The lovely garlic butter. By doing the confit garlic and the capers, kind of changes the flavor profile a little bit. The garlic comes in more at the end because it's been confit, so nice and mellow. That's really good. Time for the OG, the roast chicken. Gangster. It's roast chicken skin straight away. Straight flavor. Then the thyme, then everything else. Oh, man. All right, my friends, if you like butter as much as I do, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all on the next one. Cheers.